As we have seen multiple times, there are so many characters that get introduced in modern day comics that fail over and over again. These are characters who are introduced solely because of the color of their skin or their gender or their sexuality, some form of identity politics. That's why they're created. And even when they fail, they continue to get relaunched time and time again. And that is absolutely the case for Miss Marvel Kamala Khan. This is a character who's created for the sole purpose of identity politics, and she continues to exist for the sole purpose of identity politics, even though no one reads her books. And when we saw Miss Marvel on a Disney Plus series, it happened to be the lowest rated Marvel show in history, and it wasn't even close. Well, now it's gotten so bad that they need to get attention for her in the comics by killing her off in a Spider-Man comic, because they knew if they killed her off in her own book, nobody would notice. Miss Marvel's death in Amazing Spider-Man 26 upsets and baffles fans. This is a racism. And yes, the Twitterati out there, the only people that seem to care about Miss Marvel, even though they don't buy her comic book, they're very upset that you dare kill off Miss Marvel, especially in an Amazing Spider-Man book. The reactions have been off the charts with this one. In April, Amazing Spider-Man writers Zeb Wells teased fans and claimed his issue 26 would be so controversial, his editor told him, "Don't do any comic conventions once this issue comes out." This announcement led fans to speculate Wells would be killing the beloved character Mary Jane, but what they got instead was an apathetic disappointment when previews revealed the death of Miss Marvel. And you can see there's Spider-Man holding Miss Marvel, the character that nobody fucking cares about. This announcement came as more of a whimper than a roar, with the original issue solicited as being the most shocking issue of Amazing Spider-Man in 50 years. With the teasers Wells put up in prior issues, Wells created a lot of misdirection, which didn't apply to Miss Marvel at all, but foreshadowed Mary Jane, adding to the trauma in Spider-Man mythos. But of course, it was a bait and switch for Miss Marvel. And just look at some of the reactions from this stuff. Master of the TDS put this out. Miss Marvel is to be killed off in the next issue of Spider-Man. Despite Miss Marvel's comic needing to be rebooted over and over again, and her Disney Plus shows getting the lowest viewership, it would seem some people do care. Enjoy the threats, rants, and delusional responses to this announcement, and decide for yourselves what the real answer is. Just look at some of this stuff. Well, it's been spoiled, so I'm going to talk about it. It's comics. It's so characters die and come back. But there's a diversity rule that's been broken. When you only have one, you treat that one with care, because that one unfortunately represents all. So because you have like a Pakistani Muslim female character, you can't kill her off and bring her back in some sort of way. You can only kill off the white characters, guys, just so you know. Oh, I'm so pissed. You're going to kill her off to resurrect her and say she's actually a mutant to make her powers those of the MCU? I hate this so much. Her current Inhuman powers are far better than the fucking MCU ones. This looks like the shitty comic from 2008, but counter what the internet fandom says. This is how you know Miss Marvel's actually become a major Marvel character. No, that's Cope right there. She got killed off in someone else's book, in a Spider-Man book that had nothing to do with her, all to get attention. They had to get attention from Miss Marvel. Why the little brown girl has to die? They're always killing the fucking Pakistanis, bro. We never get anything. Killing off Miss Marvel, a Muslim girl, is both sexist and racist, as well as the fact that she's dying in the title of a character she's unrelated to and having played very little storyline, and using it to further a white man's story is so fucking awful. I hope you get fired. Stupid American entertainment, their obsession with death. I almost killed myself, then remembered I don't read the comics anymore. It's kind of a funny one. This is racist, Islamophobic, misogynistic. I don't care. Kamala is one of the only good things about Marvel. She's my fave. Whoever did this has to pay. There are actual death threats out there. Death threats. Because they killed off a character that the vast majority of people don't give a fuck about. Marvel killing Kamala during Asian Pacific, Native American, Pacific Islander Heritage Month is crazy. Why? She's neither of those things. What are you fucking talking about? Like, just the lines and lines, a multitude of shit here attacking us. I think this is racist. Them killing the only POC in this cover, like, so rude. I'm gonna yell racist and Islamophobic to them till they get bullied out of it, because it kills their popular brown and Muslim hero in a damn Spider-Man comic. She's not even a Spider-Man character. Marvel Comics, count your fucking days. How could they do this? This is the Miss Marvel fandom. nobody's actually reading her book, right? It's just going to be a Twitter reaction. It's just going to be a social media reaction because at the end of the day, it's been proven time and time again for over a decade, basically, that nobody gives a fuck about this character. That's why they had to kill her off in a Spider-Man book so people would actually hear about it. But you can tell these are the types of people that the MCU, well, not just the MCU, but also Marvel Comics has drawn. This is the fan base that they want, that they desire. And now they're getting the backlash for having the audacity to kill off a POC female Muslim character. You gotta love the backlash. Marvel deserves every single bit of it. Certainly, no one should be threatening death because of this bullshit. That's few and far between in reality, but it goes to show how unhinged these fucking weirdos really are.